Hi there, it's Beckie Belote. I am a Creative Memories Advisor from Newport News, and today I wanted to tell you a little bit about Sparks of Magic. This is a great new collection by Creative Memories. Now, when Creative Memories does collections, they put names on them, and sometimes people see a name and think, oh, that's not for me. Because, Sparks of Magic, is that like Disney, or is that like Sea World or Busch Gardens? Is it? It's got some elements in there that'll make it work, but does it have to be? Absolutely not. They are really good about making our lines very versatile so that you can use it for whatever you want. So let's go ahead and take a peek. This line came out much earlier, actually, but a couple of the pieces lagged behind. And so I'm going to show you some of the newer pieces that came out that I think that you're really going to want. All right, so this is a little bit awkward. Okay, so the embellishments. The embellishments just came in not too long ago, and just wanted to show you really how versatile they are. Let me actually make this even lower. Okay, so things like stars and little flag banners. How cute are they? How versatile are they? Who can't use these little journal mats? So we have little journal mats that they could be journal mats, or they could be an embellishment, right? They wouldn't have to be a mat. I mean, I see plopping something super cute in the middle of one of those, like maybe this right here, the best moments, and maybe popping that with some foam squares to make that a nice embellishment. All right, this is like my fourth take on this video. Right now you can hear my birds, but my dogs have been going off all morning. So, oh my gosh, I mean, my life is really crazy. But little hearts, who can't do hearts? Worth the wait. So little sayings, best day ever. So you can see really let the memories begin. You can see how these say cheese can be used for just about anything, okay? And also in the embellishment pack, lots of little tiny journal blocks that you can plop anywhere that you want to. I love that about it. And then, of course, if you want it to be a magical vacation, here's these little tags, as in going to like a carnival or Busch Gardens or something like that. We do have, the Ferris wheels and some little sayings like wish upon a star that might be appropriate for wherever you might be going. Okay, so anyways, love the embellishments. You will too. In addition to all of these really fun embellishments, we also have the little bling 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 for my bling girls out there. All right, so I'm going to put these together so I don't lose any of them since I've already used my pack. That's a pack that somebody may want. All right, and so these are the laser mats. I wanted to give you a lesson on our packaging because I have, how many of you, raise your hand, I wish you could, I wish I could see you, have opened up one of these packages that look like this and have torn apart the top and like fight with it and bite it and do everything you can to get it open, when really the company meant for us to use this as a storage space. So you can open it, and then down here there's a little lip that you pop that open, and then your mats can slide in and out there and actually seal back up. The mats are double-sided, so one color like this one is white on one side and it's blue on the other. So you have lots of different ways that you can use them, okay? We have another mat pack that did not come late. These two that I just talked about came out a little bit later than the rest of the collection. But this is another mat pack, so I want to point it out because unlike the laser mats that have the beveled edges, these are just your regular ones, and I like to use these instead of cutting up my paper. So if I want a journal box, or if I want to mat a photo, like this one, even though it's got a big place for a journal box, you could put your 4x6 photo on top of it, and then the yellow would peek out around the side. Another thing I like to do is cut out the middle. Like on this one, I might cut out this for a journal box and then plop my photo on top of this for a journal box. So I hope that makes sense. It's really easy to do with your 12-inch trimmer. All right, so I wanted to point that out. So now I want to give you a really cool idea on making a quick border, and then I'll show you a couple of pages that I made with this. I've made oodles of pages, so I'm just going to show you a couple now, but there's oodles and you'll see them, I promise. All right, so what I want you to do is use your diamond arch punch. We used this in my Tip Tuesday last week, so hopefully you don't need a lesson. Line up to the black mark here. line up your little arrow here to the blue so that we can do it fast, fast, fast. So let me just go through this fast, 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 because I did show this last week. I don't want anybody out there saying this is so boring. Oh my gosh, she shows the same things over and over. But this is one of my favorite punches. It's very versatile, and so anytime I get an idea that's new, I like to show you guys. All right, so the next thing I want you to do is score this. You can score it anywhere. So I'm saying 1 1/4. Does it matter? No. You can put wherever you want. But I did the other one 1 1/4, so I'm going to do this at 1 1/4. So 1 on this is that bolder 1-inch line, and I'm going to go one more line over to get 1 1/4. I do have my orange scoring blade in. You could also use your perforating blade if you don't have this one. I like both of those blades. I would get them both if you don't have them both. All right. And then what I want you to do, we're going to rest on that for a second. Grab a contrasting color. So I've got yellow on one side of this, blue on the other. I'm going to go with black, believe it or not. All right, and what I'm going to do, if you take a piece of paper and cover your mat strip and then cut, you're going to get 1/4 of an inch. But I want 1/8 of an inch, so that's half of that. So in order to do that, what you're going to do is slide back on that gray block until you hit your first groove. All right, so the first groove is your non-cutting groove. All right, it's your non-cutting groove. It's just a little smidgen over. If you haven't used that groove before, it's going to have a little black dotted line on it. If you have used the groove before, it's going to be a groove. All right, you can see my cutting groove is here, and my used groove is just a little bit to the right of it. So we're going to the other groove. So there's the mat strip, back up to that first groove. All right, that's going to give you about 1/8 of an inch. All right, and if you're doing a double page spread, you're going to need 2 of those. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread it through. If it was double-sided, you might want to decide which way, but I'm going to thread it through every other one of these little semicircle things. All right, and it goes pretty fast because this is pretty thin. All right, so just kind of, you can actually kind of move it with your fingers. It just kind of slides right along in and out like a needle and thread. Da na 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 na. Na 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 na. Again, sometimes I wish I was a little bit tech savvy so that I could speed this up so that you didn't have to watch this, but I'm not. I am who I am. Oh boy. All right, so that takes care of what I wanted to do. Now, remember we scored it, and that's because I'm going to do a fold over border here. All right, so is that pretty? All right, and then when I fold it back, I get this. So I can decide which way I want to go. Do I want it to look like that? Or do I want it to look more like this? Which one do you all like? I think I might like that. All right, and I already did the other one. I didn't put my paper through. Oh, and by the way, because of all these holes, once again, I am going to use my repositionable tape to seal that down. Why? Because I don't want to have to worry about the holes. I don't want to go, ooh, 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 ooh. I just want to not think about it because I don't have time to think about it. So anyways, so that takes care of that. And then after I do this one also, what I'm going to do is cut it down the middle. I'm going to go ahead and cut it down the middle now. How big is that? I don't know. To cut it down the middle, we need to know how big, right? So what I'm going to do is go on my mat and measure. This is about, it's 5.5. So, actually not quite 5.5, almost 5.5. So that would be 2.5 1/4 and not quite 1/4. So I'm going to go to 2.5 and then not quite 1/4, just a little bit over. And I'm going to cut that down the middle. All right, and if I missed, it's not that big a deal. I can go clean it up. Yeah, I need to clean it up. It's not quite right. I need to do just another smidgen off. All right, so now I have 2 borders for my double page spread. I'm going to just show you how pretty this looks together. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful little border there. All right. So I hope that you'll go try that. I love it, love it, love it. I think it's just beautiful. All right. I'm going to raise this a little bit so I can show you a couple of double page spreads that I made with this line. I feel like I'm a little cockeyed today. All right. So here's one using that concept. I'll pull it up closer so you can see. And I'll point out some of the things that are on this page. I need some more space. Let's see. There. All right. So what we got, I did some layered embellishments here. I did some balloons and the word adventures. This is that concept that I told you about where I cut out the middle of the mat. I went ahead and add some bling bling. So this is going to make a great journal box. And over here is what I cut off of it. So now I can put a photo right in that hole, and I've used that one mat 2 times, okay? I've used quite a bit of popping, like this little heart is popped out, added a little gem there. All of these are kind of popped. This is gonna be a nice little journal. Oh, here's my nice little laser mat here to add some interest. Okay, pretty. You can see these up close. I'll be posting them on my blog soon, if not today. This one, you can see how these are anytime pages, right? They don't have to be a trip to an amusement park. So this one, get this out of the way. Another laser mat I used here. I also did this is one of the regular journal boxes that I went ahead and perforated to make lines to write straight on. Used the same concept. I didn't fold it over though, but I used the same concept. I went ahead and weaved that yellow through. I really like that. And here, I used one of the little tags in the embellishment, and I actually weaved through the holes a little strip to make that look like a real tag there. Fun. This one I used as an embellishment instead of, this is a little sticker that I popped. So it's an embellishment instead of a journal box. So you can use them as embellishments or not. And then this one I made, you know, red and white polka dots to me screams picnic. So I thought this would make a great picnic page with all of this gingham. And I used the Botanical Burst template to do this flower in the middle. All right. If I have any advisors out there that are getting ready to do Croptoberfest, I would pull out your Botanical Burst and show how we can make sunflowers with that. All right, so that is all I've got for today. Look at that cute little mat. I hope that you have got some good ideas flowing now that you've seen some of this, and I hope that you'll check out Sparks of Magic if you haven't already done so. Thanks so much for watching, and have an excellent week. Bye.